Good luck, bro. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta work with Kurt. Kurt can't throw worth 10 yards. Yeah, I'ma stream it.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC. The Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime, finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings are back in the big game for the 5th time in franchise history, but we all know one thing has eluded them all these years.
And that's an actual Super Bowl victory, partner. They're 0-4 in their previous visits, Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. And boy, they had some great teams too, didn't they? Bud Grant was their head coach, Fran Tarkenton a quarterback, Alan Page and the Purple People Eaters on defense. They were all Hall of Famers. And don't forget Paul Krause. He's a very proud member of that great secondary they had. So we're going back more than 40 years since their last visit. You think the state of Minnesota is excited about this one? I know they are. They're ready to get this one going.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Following the interception, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal.
44 check. And let's get that ball. Run. Hey, can't.
Now Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Under 10.
Now Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Williams. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
As mentioned, here's the younger brother of Dustin. This is Brenton Colquitt to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 16. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, 37 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, You've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On third down, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Shrugs it off. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got me. You got I 7. Let's go. Go 50 extra money. Let's set it tall, fellas. Let's set it tall.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We got 3. We got 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, 57 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big series right here. Mike, hey, dude. 44.
Play fake. Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Cook following the penalty. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
That's a what? That's a what? Lucky 48. I'm going.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
No. Jump.
Now a run with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. I got blue 80. I don't think you got it, sir.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You.
And again, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. As the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Slam, slam, slam. Take four, take four. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line out.
Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Treadwell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Reed picks it.
At the 47-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch the screen.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl. Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw again on second down. Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cook running right. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
58. Mike, 58, right there. Set the tone, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 20. Pilot, 64, weak.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check. 15. Crunch. Out.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, it's Williams, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tight dog. Switch it, switch it. Okay.
Again, it's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's McCoy. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, he's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins now under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Listen to me.
Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Switch gears. Check, nickel.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. I'm going to run you over. Check. 43.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 37.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Room to run again. 11 yards there, just like last play. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Attack!
Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Kill! Shit!
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot now for Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.